Good afternoon.
Oh,
So, Ms. Good afternoon. When is the SAP reset date?
Judge, that's gonna be, it's gonna be September. Let's see, no, it won't, it'll be October, I take that back. It'll be October the 7th.
10/7. Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
You ready for the announcement, courtroom two?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state expedited accusation calendar that we're conducting by video this afternoon. You have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. If you do not have a private attorney, we're providing you with the assistance of a public defender this afternoon if you choose to accept their service. Who do we have first?
We start with position one, Mr. Abdur Rabbani.
And who do we have from the state on?
Judge, I haven't seen anyone from the solicitor's office log on yet.
Okay.
I will reach out to them and find out what's going on.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Levine. Who are you here for this afternoon?
Hey, good day, Judge. I'm here for Megan Savage. I was just retained on her case. I believe it's a simple assault matter.
Okay, you're gonna need to speak with Ms. Savage prior to the hearing today.
I don't think so, Judge. We may have to, depending on how things go, but we're just looking for a reasonable bond and for her to be able to
Okay.
get.
She's probably at ACDC, so we'll be with you when we can, sir.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Mr. Abdur Rabbani, good afternoon. You have been charged in case 25 CR 005781B with battery. Good afternoon, Ms. Hardy. Is there a history?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Their last arrest was March the 18th, 2025, out of Miami Beach, Florida, for fraud and grand theft. They have they have 8 total arrest cycles, arrests out of Georgia and Florida. There's 3 open cases here in Fulton County. The first one is for obstruction and pedestrian and roadway. That number is 23 CR 003912B. And then discharge of a firearm, reckless conduct, unlawful carrying of a weapon, 24 CR 001720B. And then theft by taking, 25 CR 00451B. Nothing further to report.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Rose. Can you hear me, Mr. Rhodes?
And a team. So I just joined. So I thank you for holding, Judge. And this is Mr. Rahim Bani. Is that correct?
Position number 1, yes.
The state's recommendation as it relates to position number 1 is 5,000 good bond, Your Honor, and that he has no further contact with Tiara Westbrook, and he stay away from, and that's Tiara Tiara Westbrook.
Sorry, Mr. Rhodes, that's a different case.
We're on position number 1. Abdur Rabbani.
Oh, that may not be my. Is that Miss Evans Battle? I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Rahim Bani. I might be on the wrong person. Miss
Evans Battle, good afternoon. Are you with me?
You're on mute, Miss Evans Battle.
Of course I am. Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, that is my case. This incident was one in which Mr. Abani was involved in a incident at the Fulton County Jail in which he and two other young men were engaged in a physical altercation and committed a battery against Lorenzo Henderson. And in that particular case, the officer were able to actually view the video and see that he was actively engaged in the incident. The recommendation as far as bond is concerned is that he be given a bond in the amount of a $1,000 surety bond at this time, and that he have no contact with Lorenzo Henderson. Is my understanding that they actually moved him so that he should not be able to have any contact with him. We'd also ask that whatever can be done, if there be limited contact with Mr. Pitts as well as Mr. Robinson, who were also involved in the incident.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Ms. Attai.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Mr. Abdur Rabbani is 22 years old, Your Honor. He has been in custody since May 16th, 2025. So 130 days now. And he tells me, well, when I looked at the booking for the complaining witness, Lorenzo Henderson, a couple hours before this incident, there was another incident where the complaining witness was fighting other residents and he was searched, and the report states that they located a shank on Mr. Henderson. So, Your Honor, my client tells me that he was defending himself. He had been in a previous incident at Cobb County with this same individual. Why they were both moved back to Fulton County and housed in the same room, I don't know, because my client was hospitalized after that incident in July with Mr. Henderson, the complaining witness, after that incident with fractures to his face. I would ask for this case for a signature bond through pretrial services, and if possible, Your Honor, if we can address the misdemeanor charges that he has bonds on that were set at first appearance and surrendered when he was rearrested. He does have an $8,000 bond on misdemeanor charges that have been holding him for 130 days on this booking, and has served a total of between 212 to 217 days on those cases. So if possible, all the cases, I'm requesting a signature bond through pretrial services at level 4. He's not a flight risk. Actually, on May 16th, he was arrested in the courtroom, in Judge Porter's courtroom, where I was representing him while he was in the process of entering a plea on those misdemeanor charges, where he could have served additional days. So he's not a flight risk. He's willing to bring himself to court and answer for these charges. So I would ask, if possible, to convert these bonds to a signature bond through pretrial services, as well as the battery charge.
So, Ms. Attai, you're representing
I'm sorry, Judge Morrow, you're breaking up.
The charges in Judge Porter's courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor. And he was in the midst of entering a plea on those charges when he was taken into custody on the felony warrant, where he had already served about 90 days on that, or 82 days, sorry. And he was arrested on a grand jury warrant, which was related to those same felony warrants. He is working with the Ladders program. He has a case manager assigned. He was, like I said, entering a plea. He's not a flight risk.
Is he still in custody on those other felony charges?
That has been resolved, and I believe he did he's on a first offender and would be, I don't see that those would be holding him. I think he is eligible for release on that.
Okay, I think what I want to do is that I want to see him on the SAP calendar. If you want, if you continue to represent him, or if he gets on my SAP calendar, I want to give the state the opportunity to work up some possible pleas in those cases, and I'll handle this case at the same time. And that will be on that SAP calendar on the 7th. So as such, for this case, it'll be $1,000 good bond, no further contact to the extent possible with those individuals, no drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. We'll place him on my SAP calendar, and if you choose to come represent him, that's fine with the court or whomever represents him at that time. I'll consider either a plea or bonds modifications if you choose. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Excuse me, Your Honor, could I say one more thing?
You have a right to remain silent, sir. Anything that you say can be used against you. I'm sure that Mr. Ty will speak with you regarding any questions that you may have.
Before I was arrested at court, George Porter told me that I was gonna do 72 additional days in Fulton County.
Yes, okay, Mr. Rabani, we can talk about that later.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Next, position 19, Mr. Pitts.
I'm sorry, Judge, before you go further, Ms. Battles, you indicated 2 other additional names on the no further contact. Can you please repeat those?
Yes, it would be Roquavius Pitts. And the other one is Hayes Robinson.
Robinson.
Okay, so this is position 19 is Requavius Pitts. Is anyone representing Mr. Pitts?
No, Judge, because I spoke to Robinson first, so I can't represent Pitts.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Pitts. Again, I'm Judge Eric Morrow. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. We do not have another conflict attorney today, so I can reschedule you if you choose, or you can choose to proceed pro se without the advice of counsel on this battery charge. What would you like to do this afternoon, sir? Courtroom 2, I didn't get his response.
I proceed.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Evans-Battle, I take it that these are the same facts and circumstances as the previous case?
Yes, Your Honor. And the same bond recommendation is still for the $1,000 surety bond for Mr. Pitts as well. And of course that he stay away from those individuals, his co-defendants in the case.
Okay. Ms. Hardy, is there a history?
Yes, Your Honor. There's 4 total arrest cycles in Georgia. Their last arrest was July 30th, 2025 out of Cobb for an FTA. There appears to be a hold out of Marietta for a probation violation. The date of that is July 25th, 2025. Nothing further to report.
Okay. It'll be $1,000 good bond, no further contact with those individuals to the extent possible, no drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you, sir. Who do we have next?
Position 5, Ms. Blackman.
Name.
Good afternoon, Ms. Blackman. You've been charged in case 25 CR 005769D with simple battery family violence. Is there a history, Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was July 13th, 2025 out of Fulton for an FTA. There's 11 total arrest cycles out of Georgia. One misdemeanor conviction outside the last 10-year period. There's a 2016 disorderly conduct misdemeanor, 2025 simple battery. Nothing further to report.
And what's this, is the simple battery, is that this case?
No, it's showing that it's a different case.
And is it in Fulton? I'm sorry.
One moment and I can double check.
I just need to know if it's open or not.
No, it's a conviction. It's not open.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yes, Mr. Rhodes.
Yes, Your Honor. Try to make this one quick. I'm recommending $1,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. And I just asked that there be no further violent contact with Muhammad Abdul Mumin, Mumin, and that if the court would allow this stem from drink and alcohol drug evaluation and treatment while out on bond, and no alcohols, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. That's the state's recommendation, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Ty?
And thank you, Mr. Rhodes. I have no objection other than the ADET. I believe it states that her speech was slurred, and that's why, or there were things that indicated, but I spoke with her today and she's been actually in custody since September 19th. Her speech is slurred. She suffers from a heart failure, so I would just object to the ADET.
There will be $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. No further violent contact with the alleged victim. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck, Ms. Blackman.
Next is position 8, Ms. Carly.
Good afternoon, Ms. Carly. You have been charged in case 25 CR 005774G with battery family violence. Is there a history, Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was June the 18th, 2021, out of Atlanta, city of Atlanta for a DUI and driving while license or revoked. There's 6 total arrest cycles, arrests in Georgia and Ohio. Nothing further to report.
Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's concern in this particular case, the 5 cycles that are out of Ohio, they are violent in nature for majority of those offenses. This was an incident where Miss Carly went into the home of her ex-lover, hid in a shower, and then attacked her once that the victim in this case, Miss Essence Thomas, went to use the restroom inside of her home. It gives me some very serious cause for pause that combined with the criminal history out of Ohio, which included violent offenses as well as drug offenses. Your Honor, we are asking for a good bond in this case of $3,500, and that she has no further contact with Essence Thomas, and that she stay away from 580 Thomasville Boulevard in Southeast Atlanta, Georgia. Of course, no alcohol, drug, weapon while on bond. We'd ask that, Your Honor, have her take at least 2 anger management courses while out on bond. And that is the basis for the state's recommendation, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Essence Thomas is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity. Mr. Ty?
Yes, Your Honor. I wasn't able to get in touch with Miss Thomas. Miss Carly tells me that she was invited to the home. She wasn't hiding in the shower. They were planning to spend the evening together. Your Honor, Miss Carly is 35 years old. She has lived in Georgia for 5 years. She does have that last arrest in 2021. I don't know how old the history is out of Ohio, but I would just say that she is recommended for a signature bond through pretrial services. And we would take that even at level 4 with the anger awareness classes, but she is not able to bond herself out of jail. So I would ask for a signature bond through pretrial services. She does work as a songwriter. She's not expecting a payment for another couple of months, so she cannot afford to pay any bond. And with the last arrest being nonviolent and 4 years ago, I would hope that she would qualify for a signature bond through pretrial services, even if it is at level 4, nothing further.
It will be. Stay.
We can't hear you. There's something
It
wrong.
will- Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay. It will be $1,000 good bond, no further contact with the alleged victim, stay away from the incident location, no drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you, Ms. Carly.
Your Honor, I also had a criminal trespass charge. Is that in the deed or?
I'm understanding is NOD.
Okay, thank you.
I'll make sure and send it over, the actual form.
We can go to position 22, Ms. Sanders.
Might be pro se, we'll tell the judge. Your Honor, this might be pro se.
Okay. Good afternoon, Ms. Saunders. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. We're providing you with the assistance of Mr. McLean's services if you choose to utilize them. Is there a reason that you wouldn't that you would not want to use the public defender this afternoon, ma'am?
No, sir.
Would you like for Mr. McLean to help you with this matter?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. You've been charged in case 25 CR 005783D with criminal trespass. Is there a history, Ms. Hardy?
No, Your Honor, this is the first arrest.
Yes, Ms. Evans Battle.
Yes, Your Honor. In this particular case, the victim was at a business and was asked to leave by the owner's brother, the owner, as well as a police officer, and she refused to leave. And so they had no opportunity but to arrest. We're asking for $1,000 signature bond. We're asking that that there be maybe an MHET completed in this particular case, and that she be at least at a level 2. I really don't know her circumstances, and that as far as pretrial services go, that she have no contact with Mr. Tesfaye and stay away from the business location, which I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yes, at 183 Forsyth Street in Atlanta.
Okay, thank you. Mr. McLean?
Your Honor, she's had some college. The college area of study was nursing. She has done nursing work. She's also worked in retail and food, and this is her first arrest. We would ask the court to go along with that. If Your Honor asks her to go twice a month to pretrial, I think they do that maybe in person. I think maybe if it's level 1, isn't it, by phone? So I'll leave it up to Your Honor as far as what to, I don't have a recommendation. It's always left up to Your Honor anyway. But I don't have a recommendation as to level, Your Honor, or whether this should be jail, because I'm going to give her the address of our office and ask her to report to our social worker no later than in the next 72 hours at 9 o'clock any morning she chooses.
And she does have a place to reside, Mr. McLean?
I don't know of any. She did not tell me of one.
You want to ask her?
Oh, I have. She just doesn't want to say. So that's why I'm asking her. That's why I'm asking her to come to see our. She's come to our office. Okay, now do you live in a shelter or do you want to go to 256 Briar?
I don't know. I have nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go, that's fine. So we can give her advice on shelters and places to go that would be safe.
Okay, I wanted to have a social worker visit to assist with housing. It will be $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. That's social worker visit, no further contact with the alleged victim, and stay away from the incident location. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond.
Okay.
Good luck to you, ma'am.
Street.
Next is position 14, Mr. Johnson.
Good afternoon, Mr. Johnson. You've been charged in case 25 CR 005794Y with possession of a pistol or revolver by a person under 18 years of age. Is there a history, Ms. Hardy?
No, Your Honor, this is the first arrest.
Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor. That's for a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 3 supervision. Would ask for a parental co-signer. He's 17. This incident happened at around 12:11 a.m. in the morning. There was a disturbance call, and then gunshots went off. And when the gunshots went off, officers were able to trace it. And he had a loaded firearm on his person, and then there was another firearm in the room that he actually came out of. So it gives us concern about what's going on from as it relates to his supervision. So that's why we're asking for the parental co-signer, as well as a curfew, Your Honor, from 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. And we ask that while he's out on bond, that there be no alcohol, drugs, or weapon, and that he does abide by that curfew. Thank you.
Mr. McLean?
Hopefully, Your Honor, I gave the link to his parent at the phone number he gave me. He's a student full-time in high school. He's making good grades. And if Christian Johnson's mom is on, did she make it on there?
Yeah.
Which one is she? Just says Zoom user or Victoria or? It just says Zoom user, Your Honor, if we could prompt.
What's your mother's first name?
Jasmine.
Miss Jasmine, I'm here.
Yes, Miss Jasmine. Can you come on camera for me, please?
Yes, I'm trying to see how do I do that. Okay, I'm here.
Okay, I can hear you, but we still can't see you.
Can't see me. Okay, let me see how to start it up. Okay. Can you see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm here.
Okay. Do you have something that you can cover your shoulders with for me, ma'am?
I'm sorry.
While she's covering, Your Honor, I will point out that officers also there was a warrant out of juvenile court as well.
Okay. Ms. Johnson, if you can raise your right hand for me. Ms. Johnson, do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can place your hand down. What can you tell me about Christian?
Christian is he's a good high-spirited person. He don't bother anyone. This particular day, I feel like he got caught up with the wrong crowd. He's usually at home playing his video game, and I don't usually let him out. And I was hesitant about letting him out, but I let him out that particular night. He makes good grades in school. He get college offers from colleges. He's been a straight A student, AB student since elementary school.
Okay. If I release him, I'm gonna need for you to be a parental co-signer. Are you willing to do that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Your Honor, I emailed Miss Bridgewater to see if we can get the link forwarded to her.
Miss Bridgewater is not presiding today, Mr. McCain. It's me, Miss Lewis.
Oh, hey. There you go. I'll ask Miss Lewis.
Okay.
I don't know, what was Mr. McClain saying that he needed to
I
do?
can put that in chat with the email to which to send it. I can put that in chat.
Yeah, you could put it in the chat, probably work better that way.
All right, and Miss Jasmine, is Christian working?
No, he don't work. He received SSI disability.
Okay, and does he participate in any school activities?
No, he just goes to school, come home, do his work.
Okay. Anything further, Mr. McLean?
That's it, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, as such, it will be a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2, parental cosigner of Jasmine Johnson, his mother.
It's Chasman Stanford.
oh,
Chasman Stanford.
Miss Stanford, okay, thank you, Miss Stanford. A curfew, he is to be in by 9 o'clock, and he can, and he must stay in until 6 a.m. Stay in high school. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. He's to surrender any weapons that are in the household.
We have no weapons, sir.
Okay, very good. Thank you for being here this afternoon, ma'am.
Can
Thank
she
you.
give me the correct spelling of her name and last name so I can have it correct on the order?
Chasma, Chasma.
Oh, it's C-A-H-A-M-A.
Chasma.
Oh. And your last name?
Stanford, like Stanford University.
Now, but there's CHASMA, right? That's part of the email. Okay, very good. We understand the spelling of it.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next is position 10, Mr. Cormack.
Good afternoon, Mr. Cormack. You have been charged in case 25 CR 0057777C with battery family violence. Is there a history, Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was February 13th, 2025, out of Fulton County for battery family violence and a CWAC charge in the 3rd degree. That case is showing open under 25 CR 00787C. Now also being supervised by a pretrial on that. So the bond has been surrendered. They have 20 total arrest cycles. Arrests out of Georgia, New Jersey, Virginia, New York, and Maryland. Nothing further to report.
Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor, as it relates to this particular case, Your Honor, in the 25 CR 500787C case that pretrial just told you about, it was also battery against a pregnant woman. The pregnant woman is the same victim in this, well, she's no longer pregnant, but the victim in this current case was the victim in that case. And Judge Law also did a no further contact and a stay away from the incident location. I would point out to Your Honor that this incident happened at the very same incident location of 6090 McClure Road in Atlanta, Georgia, as the previous case. As such, we have already filed a motion to revoke his bond for not abiding by Judge Law's bond order, which I believe was this year in the month of. Oh, Your Honor, I'll come back to the month. I would also point out that I will point out, in addition to the battery family violence, the other history that you heard about here. The victim in this case did suffer injuries that officers observed, which included a busted lip from him biting her lip. Your Honor, given the defendant's history, all of the cycles you heard about, the open case that he has here, his not abiding by the bond order that was previously set by the court. We're asking for a surety bond in the amount of $10,000. We're asking that he has no further contact with Precious Scott, who is the victim in this case, and that he finally stay away from 6090 McClure Road in Atlanta, Georgia. And then we also ask, Your Honor, if Your Honor is inclined to do so, to have him start FVIP courses. Thank you, Your Honor.
What was the amount that was placed on that previous bond? Mr. Rhodes, do you know?
I can look it up right quick, Your Honor.
Okay, while you're doing that, Mr. Ty?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Cormack is 39 years old. He has lived in Georgia for he's a long-term Georgia resident, Your Honor. He does his mother owns the home at 6090 McClure Road. I was not able to get in touch with her or the complaining witness. But he tells me there are two properties, two homes on that property at that address, and he lives in one, his mother lives in the other. I guess we can't really get into the stay away and no further contact because those are already set in the 25 CR in the previous case. But he does have two minor children. He is working. His family is opening a Caribbean restaurant this Friday. He also takes care of his grandfather who's currently in hospice and his grandmother who can't walk. And they all live at this same property. Again, nothing that we can do, I guess, for the no further contact and stay away. I don't believe there should be a stay away since it's his family's home, apparently. He's not able to pay any bond. I would ask for a pretrial bond, even if it's at level 4. With the Family Violence Intervention Program. He does deny the allegations as stated in the warrant. In the warrant, you see that he explained to the officers that she bit his lip, and she told the officers that she confronted him about messages or something on his phone. Anyway, he does deny the allegations. And I don't know what the bond is on the previous case, but he'll have to pay that already to be released. So I would ask for a signature bond through pretrial services on this case.
Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor. There were a total of 4 counts. There was a $1,000 signature bond on a criminal trespass, $1,500 signature bond on a cruelty to children in the 3rd degree. There was a $2,500 good bond on a battery family violence and a $3,500 good bond on a battery against a female who is pregnant. So it was a total of $8,500 split bond. $6,000 of it was surety and $2,500 was sign-on bond.
Okay. Again, if he doesn't get out, these cases will be placed on my SAP calendar. Your client has his hand up, Mr. Ty. I don't know if you want to address him before I pronounce bond.
Mr. Cormack, I can come speak with you later, but I don't know if you have a question about bond but I recommend for you not to say anything.
Okay. For this charge, it will be a $5,000 good bond. No further contact with Precious Scott, as in the other order. Stay away from the incident location. I'm going to give him the opportunity to go back there on one occasion with law enforcement to retrieve any belongings. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. If there are minors involved that don't need to be legitimated, then third-party transfer of any minors for visitation. And I want him to start the Family Violence Intervention Program. Good luck to you, sir.
Next is position 12, Mr. Grigley.
Good afternoon, Mr. Grigley. You've been charged in case 25 CR 005784Y with battery. Is there a history?
The last arrest was April 17th, 2023 out of Fulton County for simple battery and theft by taking. That did result in a misdemeanor conviction. There's 5 total arrest cycles in Georgia. Nothing further to report.
Thank you, Mr. Rhodes.
Yes, Your Honor. This incident stemmed 2 cousins fighting at a family event, and it resulted in the victim in this case, whose name is Corey Grigley, to have suffered what officers described as swelling and lacerations to his face to the point of where he could not even shut his eyes. EMT did have to come to the incident location. Your Honor, as it relates to our recommendation, we're asking for a $2,000 good bond and that he has no further contact with Corey Griggs and that he enroll in at least 2 anger management courses. And that we're not asking for a stay away because it's my understanding that the incident location, Corey Grigley does not live there, and it is the defendant's mother's home. So those are the conditions that we're asking for, and it is based on the fact that the 6 cycles that he do have, they're mostly violent in nature in the state of Georgia. And so that is the state recommendation. There's a 2019 conviction under 19 CR 005 967C for battery family violence, and a simple battery conviction under 23 CR 002 375C. So that's the state recommendation. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Ty?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Grigley is 26 years old. He has lived in Georgia all his life. He currently lives with his grandmother. He did graduate from high school, from Life Christian Academy, and he works at a company doing warehouse work, at a landscaping business. I would say that actually the incident location, it seems that it was a cemetery, it was a funeral, emotions were running high. He does deny the allegations as stated in the warrant. He tells me that he was defending himself. I would ask, I saw in the pretrial report, he's recommended for a pretrial bond at level 1. So I would ask for a signature bond through pretrial services. His means are limited working at this warehouse job. So I would ask for a pretrial bond with the anger awareness, no further contact, a stay away from whatever address this cousin resides at. But I would ask for a signature bond through pretrial services, even if it's higher than level 1 where he's recommended.
Okay, it will be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1, 8 days of anger management, no further contact with Corey Grigley, and no drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you, sir.
Next is position 13, Mr. Hargett.
Good afternoon, Mr. Hargett. You've been charged in case 25 CR 005791F with criminal trespass. Is there a history?
The last arrest was May 31st, 2025 out of Fulton County for an FTA. There's 17 total arrest cycles in Georgia. There's a 2025 sale, distribution, possession of dangerous drugs misdemeanor conviction. It appears that they're on probation for that. The case number is 24 SC 004839. There's a 2021 battery family violence. They received first offender on that. It got sealed in 2025. 17 total arrest cycles. Nothing further to report.
Thank you. Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation in this offer is a good bond of $1,000. The primary reason being is that we do believe he needs a social work visit. We believe that there may be some mental health conditions going on. This incident stems from an incident that happened at 925 Canterbury Road, Northeast Atlanta, where the victim in this case, Miss Sierra Daniels, was in her room sleep and woke up to 2 unknown persons just sitting in her living room. She was afraid to leave the room because she didn't know who they were. The 2 individuals finally did leave, and they were apprehended by law enforcement officers. And she didn't know them. They didn't know her. They had gained access through a patio door. Um, Your Honor, we believe that a social work visit is appropriate in this particular case. We are going to ask for a $1,000 good bond, and if he were to appear on C for that social work visit, and that he stay away from the 925 Canterbury Road, Northeast Atlanta, Georgia, as well as to have no further contact with Miss Sierra Daniels. Thank Thank you, Your Honor.
It's a tie.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Hargett is 34 years old. He has lived in Georgia his entire life. He does have an address here where he lives with family. It's in Atlanta. I understand that he has some history. He tells me that, and I don't know if this is a duel, if there were other people arrested, but apparently there were other people there. He says that he was invited by the people that he was with to go there. So he does deny the allegations as they're stated in the warrant. And I would ask, he does not, he was recently released from Fulton County in May of 2025, so hasn't been able to get back on his feet yet. He cannot even afford the $1,000 bond. I would ask for a signature bond through pretrial services. He can report even at level 4. And of course, he would stay away and have no contact with the victim.
Your Honor, if I may add, in the warrant, I believe that it was stated that prior to the unit being occupied, he and others had been at that property before when it was a vacant property, and they've been run off before from that property. So if he does have a residence at this point, that's great, but it does give some concern for the state. Thank you.
Okay, I will have a social worker visit with him to assess for BHET and or housing issues if necessary. It will be a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2 with that social worker visit. No further contact with Ms. Daniels. Stay away from the Canterbury Road address. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you, sir.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Officer
Um,
Melton.
Can we do position number 3 and we can go 1 and 1 with the courtroom 2?
Okay, I believe, let me see if we have,
I have number 3, Judge.
oh, that's okay, Mr. Murphy, good afternoon. And Mr. Levine, what is your client's name?
Judge, hi, I represent Megan Savage.
And do we have Ms. Savage there at ACDC?
Yes, Your Honor. Switch.
Oh, well, you don't have to switch yet. Let me see, do you need to speak with her? We can do that by phone if you need to speak with her before the hearing.
Let me do it real quickly, Judge. That might
Okay.
save some.
That's fine. So can we get the number to ACDC to have counsel call and speak with his client there?
Sure. Is there a number I should call right now to get it to him?
Just give me your number, sir.
Okay. Well,
You want to put it in the chat? You want to put it in the chat?
yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, we'll put it in the chat and
You can put it Fulton ACDC. It will come directly to me.
Could you say it one more time? I had a hard time hearing that.
Fulton ACDC,
Okay.
and just put it in the chat there.
Okay. Great.
okay, very good. And this is Miss Barber. Let me go ahead and address all the young ladies that are there at ACDC. Good afternoon. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the State Court Expedited Accusation Calendar that we're conducting by video. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. We're providing you with the assistance of a public defender this afternoon if you choose to utilize their service or conflict attorney if you do not have private counsel. Ms. Barber, you've been charged in case 25 CR 005766Y with battery, family violence, and cruelty to children in the 3rd degree. Is there a history? Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was May 23rd, 2023 out of Gwinnett for driving while license suspended or revoked. They have 2 total arrest cycles, 1 arrest out of Georgia, 1 out of Virginia. Nothing further to report.
Thank you, Mr. Rhodes.
Yes, Your Honor, I'll make this one brief. We are asking the court for a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. We're asking that she stay away from 4407 Mink Slide Drive, South Fulton, Georgia, 30331. and that she enrolled in a parenting course. Unfortunately, this event between her and I believe her her ex happened in front of two minor children, and it was pretty bad, the injuries that both of them received. But other than that, we are fine with the signature bond level 1.
Who is the alleged victim?
Thank you, Your Honor. The alleged victim is the cross defendant. His name is Chieftain
Down Levine.
Mahatha.
Hey, Megan.
Mahatha. It's spelled ChieftanMahatha.
Okay. And is he on this calendar?
He should be, Judge.
Who's representing Mr. Mahatha?
Mr. McLean.
Okay, is he there in courtroom too?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Can we go ahead and do him at the same time?
That's fine.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Mahatha. You have been charged in case 25 CR 005768Y with battery, family violence, and cruelty to children in the 3rd degree as well. Is there a history, Ms. Hardy?
No, Your Honor, this is the first arrest.
And what's your recommendation, Mr. Rhodes? I take it that it's the same circumstances?
It is, Your Honor. It is the same recommendation.
Okay.
Except he lives at the, I believe if I read it correctly, I believe he might have lived at the 4407 Mink Slide Drive. So I don't want to do a stay away.
That's correct. That's correct, Lamar. That was where he lived, not my client.
Okay. All right, thank you. So, Mr. Murphy, let's go with Ms. Barb.
Yes, Judge, we'd ask that you allow that $3,000 signature bond. My client lives in the metro area. She is employed. Her and the cross defendant are married, but they have been estranged for quite some time. And she will certainly stay away from that location until this case gets resolved, and she doesn't want any further contact with them either.
Okay. And was I told that they have children together?
Right, they have 3, an 11-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old.
Okay. Nothing further for the battery. It will be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. For the cruelty, $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Makes for a total of a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. I want her to have a parenting class, 2 days of anger management, no further contact with Mr. Hamatha, stay away from his residential address, third-party transfer of the minor children for visitation, and no drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond.
Your Honor, I may have NOD'd one of the charges, but let me just double check. Just to make sure it's reflecting properly.
Okay.
Oh, no, well, looks like I did NOD the cruelty to children in the 3rd degree. The children were very minor children, and I did so for both. So I just asked that it be 3,000 on the battery family violence. And that is for both.
Thank you, Mr. Rhodes.
All right, so it will be a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1 for the battery family violence. Excuse me, with all the other conditions that I listed.
Judge, we have a problem because y'all accused those cruelty to children.
They're NOD'd now. They're going to be.
Well, they can't NOD if you got a CR number with it.
Okay. I'm showing on the system that I'm showing that it's showing it as a not on docket for me.
But if it printed on the counter, that means there was an accusation for it. So let me double check to see if it was printed in if the clerk brought the charge in and what not supposed to, or if it was attached to the charge, because apparently it appeared on a counter. Any charges appear on the counter indicates there's a, thing. Yes, she brought the charge in, we're not supposed to brought the charge in. I see is NOD, so I have to take that off the counter.
Thank you, Lewis.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much.
Okay.
It's a
Let's-
$3,000 surety, right, Judge?
Yes, that's correct.
And that's the same scenario on the other gentleman case too?
That
We
is,
haven't got, as far as the NOD,
Yes.
he was also NOD. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm just checking, see, the clerk may have brought him in and wasn't supposed to, just to make sure everything is clear here. Hold on.
And this
That's
was a
the same,
signature bond.
same scenario.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Lewis.
You're welcome. I'm sorry about that.
This was a signature bond through a pretrial level 1 on both, correct?
That's,
we haven't gotten to Mr. Mahatha yet, so.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. My
Okay,
apologies, Judge.
no worries, Mr. Ryan. Mr. McLean,
Your Honor, would ask for a signature bond, as well. His prior consists of some kind of, license thing in Loganville several years back. So we would ask for a signature bond. He's had some college. He works, as a consulting firm for at least 5 years.
okay, it will be the same sentence, $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1, 1 parenting class, 2 days of anger management, no further contact with Ms. Barber, stay away from her residential address, third-party transfer of any minor children for visitation, no drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Okay, good luck to you both.
You got 2 other classes.
I have 20, position 21. I know that was a co-defendant case.
I said to pay them $3,000 if you ever miss court. Okay.
Robinson, is that your last case?
Yes, Judge.
Yeah.
Could we do Robinson next, courtroom 2? Is that possible?
That's a waiver case, Your Honor.
Oh, okay.
And yes, Judge, he did indicate that he wanted to remain silent and waive.
So Mr. Robinson has been charged in case 25 CR 005782J with battery. Is there a history? Ms. Hardy?
Yes, Your Honor. The last arrest was November 1st, 2024 out of Fulton for an FTA. They have 25 arrest cycles, arrests out of Georgia, Alabama, a felony conviction in 2024 for burglary, financial transaction card theft, 2018 entering auto. There is a 2024 and a 2019 misdemeanor conviction for PI charge. There's open probation under 24 SC 002942, and that's for criminal trespass and possession of tools for the commission of a crime. Nothing further to report.
Evans Battle, this was that fight in the jail, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
And we asked for all of them the same, since it did occur in the jail, was the $1,000 surety bond, with him not having contact with Mr. Abdur Rabani, Mr. Lorenzo Henderson, and Mr. Roquavius Pitts.
Murphy?
The only thing I'd say is that given that I think he also has some probation holds as well, that if the court would consider signature bond, he's got plenty on his plate.
I'm gonna give him the same as I did everyone else. It'll be $1,000 good bond, no further contact with those individuals to the extent possible, and no drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond.
Thank you, Judge.
he's on. I got tied up. I'm sorry, Judge. What position were we on?
We're on position number 21, Mr. Robinson, which was a waiver,
He was a waiver.
and Mr. Murphy's case is why I took it.
Okay.
Okay, you got everything you need, Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Anything further, Mr. Murphy?
No, Judge, that's it.
All right, we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Next is position 15, Mr. Lewis.
Good afternoon, Mr. Lewis. You have been charged in case 25 CR 0057771E with criminal trespass, family violence. Is there a history?
The last arrest was May 15th, 2024, out of Gwinnett County for an FTA. They have 4 total arrest cycles, arrests out of Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi. There was a 2024 felony conviction for false imprisonment and aggravated assault. There's a 2024 misdemeanor conviction for battery, family violence. Nothing further to report.
Evans Battle.
Your Honor, in this particular case, Mr. Lewis is already under a stay-away order, I believe, for a prior conviction in 2022 involving the same victim. But on September the 20th of 2025, he went to her home in Sandy Springs. He had previously asked her to cash app him some money, and apparently she didn't respond. So he went to the home and he kicked the door open and damaged the door. The children were in the home at the time. She was not. And when she arrived, he was standing there in the house. I would ask at this time for a $5,000 surety bond, and I know this is a criminal trespass, that he remain having no further contact with Miss Lewis, and that he stay away from the incident location. As far as the children go, I would ask that he have no further contact at this time. He probably should have been charged with some form of cruelty in that those children were in the home and present, but he was not. And therefore, that would be our recommendation at this time.
Thank you. Mr. McLean? Important to is on mute there if you're talking to me.
Thank you. Your Honor, 28-year-old Mr. Lewis is a high school graduate. He has also done freelance work. He's been a student online, and he's also sold in the retail industry. He asked the court for the lowest possible bond in this situation. He has a stable address in Doraville. He has a Georgia license. Although he's been in Alabama in the past, he's also got Georgia community ties. Thank you.
Right, it'll be $1,000 good bond, no further contact with Ms. Lewis, stay away from her residential address. At this time, no further contact with until this is resolved with the minor children, no drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you, sir.
I can get the correct first name of the victim, because I don't have it. You just said Miss Lewis.
Yes, it is Deshontae, spelled Deshontae.
Lewis, not Taylor?
Yes, Lewis is the last name.
Okay.
Okay, who do we have next?
Position 24, Miss Savage.
Yes, good afternoon, Ms. Savage. You have been charged in case 25 CR 005785A with simple battery, family violence. Is there a history, Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was February 23rd, 2010, out of Chatham County for obstruction, and that's their only arrest cycle. Nothing further.
Thank you. Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. This incident occurred in their home at 155 Holiday Avenue on September the 21st of 2025. It's my understanding that Officer King went to the home. I apologize. I was reading someone else's. This situation is that involved Mr. Douglas Savage, I believe, and Ms. Megan Savage are in the middle of a divorce and custody case, but she was at the home at the time. She saw something inappropriate on her child's tablet, and I guess she snatched it away from him, and was in as a form of disciplining him to take the iPad away from him. There was an argument that ensued, and the child threw something at her. In the midst of the argument, she threw a water bottle purposely and hit Mr. Savage in the face with it. It's my understanding that, and listening to the jail calls in this particular case, that this does not to appear to have been the first instance in which there has been some action or battery against the other person. We are asking for a $2,000 surety bond in consideration of her history. And we're asking for level 1, that she have no further contact at this time with Mr. Savage, that they make arrangements in reference to, I'm not sure if the child is living with her or living with him, or they're living in the house, because the report does not indicate that. We are asking her to participate in anger management, at least one class, that she have no alcohol, drugs, and weapons. That would be our recommendation, Judge.
Ms. Evans-Battle, what's your recommendation for signature bond through pretrial, or was it for a good bond?
No, it was for signature bond through pretrial in this case.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Levine.
Hey, Judge. Yes, correct. My understanding, of course, is that the other person involved is Ms. Savage's husband. The divorce petition was filed in August. There's expected to go to mediation September 29th. They have a 7-year-old son. The argument apparently did stem from the child being allowed to see something highly inappropriate. And this was because, again, based on the facts that have been related to me, because Mr. Savage released the child parental controls that should have been on there. And I'm aware that the solicitor, referenced some potential former history between both Mr. Savage and Ms. Savage. For what it's worth, in these kinds of disputes, I'd imagine that I've heard some things where it seems like the police maybe in the end got the wrong person as far as who's done what to whom. But at any event, I believe the officers, had they been allowed discretion on this night, they might have, just handled this differently. But I believe their policy made it such that somebody had to be arrested. As far as the no contact, and that Ms. Savage, make arrangements somehow to, live somewhere else. Well, they do live together. They do live in the same house with the child, and Ms. Savage is the main person who cares for their child. So I would ask that the bond just simply say no violent contact. I think the anger management class makes sense. The no alcohol and drugs makes sense. But as far as the no contact whatsoever, I think it should be no violent contact. And given the complexity and ugliness of how divorces and family disputes go, I would ask that it be a signature bond as well. Because again, there's a lot more history to this than meets the eye. And Miss Savage has been in custody since her arrest date. So I think we're getting on almost 2 days or whatever. So if the state was worried about some kind of shot across the bow to let Miss Savage know that she's in some hot water, I don't think there's now any denying that she has gotten that message.
If Mr. Doug Savage is on the line and wishes to address the court, now is your opportunity. Ms. Evans-Battle, has your office spoken with Mr. Savage?
No, I don't have any information that we have spoken with him. The only additional information I had was was the jail call. So I know that they had been in contact with each other. They talked about the incident. There were admissions made, but on the same side, that's one of the reasons why we were asking for the signature bond. It does not appear that we're not, I don't think that we should be concerned, or that we're concerned at this moment based on our history with her appearing in court when she needs to be. And I would think that some level of pretrial supervision would be appropriate.
Okay, well, I asked because I am going to give her a signature bond based on her history, but if no one has spoken to the alleged victim, then I'm reticent to allow them to have any type of contact at this time. Had someone spoken with him and he wanted to have contact, that'd be one thing, but since no one's spoken with him, if that changes in the future, then the bond could be modified, but at this time, I'm not going to allow contact. If he wants, I'm gonna order that she stays away from the residence with a one-time escort to retrieve any belongings. If there's another arrangement made at another time, then that's fine with the court. But at this time, it'll be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1, 2 days of anger management, no further contact with the alleged victim, stay away from the residential address, a one-time police escort to retrieve any belongings, third-party transfer of any minor children for visitation, no drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. All right. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
If nothing further, have a good afternoon, counsel.
Thank you, Judge.
Your client does have her hand up.
Ms. Savage, I would just ask if you're going to say something, you're probably not saying anything about the case right now. And we can talk later about what actions to take following this.
Okay. Take care. Who do we have next?
Position 23, Sanford.
Hey, good afternoon. Mr. Sanford, you have been charged in case 25 CR 005790A with battery family violence. Is there a history?
The last arrest was April 1st, 2019, out of Fulton County for battery family violence. There's 11 total arrest cycles in Georgia. There was a felony conviction for a CWAC in 1986. Nothing further to report.
What was the disposition of the battery family violence? Do we know?
One moment, I can look that up for you.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Evans Battle?
One moment, Judge, I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, with Mr. Savage. Judge, in this particular incident, Miss Pamela Mathis called the police to 179 Burbank Drive in Atlanta Northwest and indicated that Mr. Sanford had smacked her with an open hand across her face, causing her nose to bleed, and advised that he is her husband. And that would be, we were asking for a $2,000 surety bond in this particular case. And that he have no further contact with her right at this time. I haven't looked to see if there's been any, I don't know if the victim is on the line. Her name is Pamela Mathis.
Okay. Ms. Mathis is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity to do so.
Your Honor, I just wanted to let you know that 2019 arrest did result in a misdemeanor conviction.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Hardy. Anything further, Ms. Evans Battle?
No, Judge, thank you.
Okay. Mr. McLean?
For Sanford, his industry that he's worked in is basically a restaurant. He is a high school graduate. They've lived at Burbank for about 2 or 3 years now. I understand about the priors having consequences. Your Honor, we would ask the court to set the bond as low as possible. If a signature bond is not possible, we would ask for a $1,000 surety.
Okay, it will be a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2, 8 days of anger management, no further contact with Ms. Mathis, stay away from the Burbank Drive address. He can go back to that address on one occasion with law enforcement to retrieve any belongings, no drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you, sir.
Don't forget class.
Position 27.
So that's Mr. Wims.
I'm not sure. That's a PI case.
We could do that towards the end.
I have Mr. Wims, position 27 as a battery family violence.
Your Honor, Mr. Wims, I apologize. I thought you said Williams.
Okay, so this is Mr. Wims, W-I-M-S, is that right? Yes, good afternoon, sir. You have been charged in case 25 CR 0057773A with battery family violence. Is there a history, Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was September 14th, 2012, out of Fulton County for false name, address, date of birth to law enforcement. They have 4 total arrest cycles. There was a misdemeanor conviction in 2009 for possession of marijuana less than an ounce. Nothing further to report.
Thank you. Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wims is the father for Takeda Crane's children. I believe they have 8 children together. They've been in a long-term relationship. Officer James and Baskerville went to the home at Stonehogan Connector Southwest in their apartment. They were in a verbal dispute, and Mr. Wims hit Miss Crane in the face. As a result, her lip was busted and swollen. She had a minor cut that was bleeding. This happened in the presence of her daughter, who is 1 year of age. Ms. Crane did not want any information released to the public in reference to her daughter, and therefore he was not charged with a cruelty to children charge. We're asking for, because of the length of time in which they have his last arrest, we were asking for a surety bond in the amount of $3,000, level 1, 3 anger management classes, no further violent contact. And I will say, we have not spoken to the victim in this case, but just based on that history, that would be our recommendation at this time.
Ms. Crane is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity. Doesn't appear so. Mr. McLean?
Your Honor, 37-year-old Mr. Wims has worked in the car wash industry and 12 years in restaurants. He has an 11th grade education. We would ask the court, because of the 2012 and 09, the 2009 dates on the prior misdemeanors, we would ask the court to give him a signature bond.
I have the offense date on this matter is July 5th of this year. Do you know, Mr. McLean, if they've been together since that time, given that it's nearing the end of September?
Honestly, I don't. Let me, have y'all been together since? Yes, sir. They have.
It will be a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1, 3 days of anger management, no further violent contact with Ms. Cranes, no drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you, Mr. Webbs.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Next, Your Honor, is position 20, Ms. Pyron.
Good afternoon, Ms. Byron. You've been charged in case 25 CR 005789Y with battery. Is there a history?
No, Your Honor, this is the first arrest.
Yes, Ms. Evans Brown. With me, Ms. Evans Battle? You're on mute there if you are.
I'm sending her the prompt, Judge.
Does somebody want to give me the case number?
Do you have the calendar, Mr. Rhodes?
I do, but
Oh, okay. Well, the case number is 25 CR 005789Y.
thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
This is one count.
Apologies, I'm so sorry. I'm really having a hard time manipulating these screens today. This particular case involved Ms. Pyron and Mr. Chauncey Halliburton, and in which they reported that she's been his girlfriend for a period of time. She had asked him to wash some dishes. He didn't feel like it. She just lost her temper and escalated the situation, started flipping over furniture in the home and became upset. And as a result, she started to physically hit him. And he attempted to place his body weight on her in order to stop her from continuing to hit him. He did have visible injury and lacerations to his arms and forearms as a result of this situation. We are asking for a $3,000 signature bond in this particular case as well, and consistent with the history. I do know that we've not had an opportunity to speak with the victim. I don't know if he is on this particular call.
I'm here.
You're here?
Yes.
And so we were asking for the signature bond that she complete 3 units of anger management. We would normally ask for no further contact, but since he is on the line, then we would ask that he have an opportunity to speak at this time.
Mr. Halliburton, if you'd like to address the court, I will need for you to come on camera for me. Mr. Halliburton, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you.
I said I'm turning on the light right now.
Okay.
Yeah, is my camera on? I'm not too sure how to change the camera from this, Your Honor.
Apparently,
well-
you got your, you got a setting on there. You need to just turn that setting off of the,
Yeah, the
phone.
audio and video right next to each other, and both of them are on. And it gives me this AI bear thing. I don't know.
Okay, I'm happy to hear from you, Mr. Halliburton, but I'm gonna need to see who you are. So if you want to
Okay. Hold on.
somehow manage that,
I'm gonna try to close it out and re-enter,
okay?
if you don't mind.
Well, that's fine. While you do that, Mr. McLean,
Your Honor, Taylor Pyron's 26, high school graduate, gonna go to Atlanta Area Tech. Currently unemployed, but has worked in the past at large university here in the Atlanta area that does a lot of medical work. And she has worked there for years. Also, prior to that, she's worked in a bakery and delicatessen. So we would agree with the signature bond. And we would ask for no further violent contact.
let me give Mr. Halliburton a moment to get back on. Okay, while I wait for him to get back on, do we have somebody in courtroom 2 that we can take?
Position.
I didn't hear the position number. What she said?
Position.
I'm sorry, you have to say, we can't hear, we don't hear the position. Who is this?
Position number 2, Mr. Alabay.
Okay. And ACDC, we'll be back with you in a moment. I'm going to give Mr. Halliburton the opportunity to come back on. Good afternoon, Mr. Alabay. You have been charged in case 25 CR 0057765J with criminal trespass and willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. Is there a history?
The last arrest was February 8th, 2019, out of DeKalb for battery family violence. There's 4 total arrest cycles in Georgia. A misdemeanor conviction in 2020 for battery family violence and disorderly conduct where they got first offender, and it was sealed in 2022. Nothing further.
Thank you. Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor. Very briefly, we're recommending a $2,000 signature bond, pretrial services level 1. This was at a private property. I believe they must have fixed cars or something. But that he stay away from that location at 3181 Donald Lee Hollowell and have no further contact with Kishana Smith, who works there. They don't know each other otherwise. And that he just enroll in 2 anger management courses, or however the judge sees fit. But that's the only recommendation, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Ty?
Your Honor, I have no objection to the signature bond. I would object to the anger awareness. He's charged with criminal trespass and a willful obstruction. He tells me that his truck was not mobile. He drives an 18-wheeler. It was there for service. The tire was out. It would have cost thousands of dollars of damage to move it. He says that he was dragged out of the 18-wheeler. His shoulder was dislocated. He went to Grady. He already has to be on a pretrial services bond. I wouldn't want him to have to do the anger awareness as well, because he does deny the allegations as stated in the warrant.
Your Honor, I just point out to Your Honor that law enforcement officers, it took 2 of them to get him out after making several commands for him to get out of the vehicle because he was criminally trespassing at that point. He just failed to obey any of their commands whatsoever. So that's what made it a forceful issue. But I'll leave it to Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, it will be $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1 on each charge, makes for a total of a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial. No further contact with the alleged victim. Stay away from the incident location. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you. Mr. Alabay. Mr. Chauncey, are you back with me? Can you unmute yourself there for me? Still,
Can you hear me?
yes, very good. If you can raise your right hand for me, Mr. Halliburton. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can place your hand down. What would you like to tell the court?
It was a mistake on both our ends, and we love each other. And things happen, and you get older, you grow, and you live and learn. But
Okay.
that's
So
love.
you do want to have contact with Ms. Pyron at the present time?
I wouldn't mind.
No, you tell me. I don't mind. It's not a.
Yes.
Okay. And has this happened before?
No.
Thank you for being here this afternoon, sir. If nothing further, it will be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1, 2 days of anger management, no further violent contact with Mr. Halliburton, no drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you both.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next
Love
is
you, brother. I
four,
love you so much.
Mr. Barnett, position 4.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Barnett. You've been charged in case 25 CR 005767H with criminal trespass. Is there a history?
The last arrest was March 29th, 2024 out of Cobb County for theft by taking. They have 2 total arrest cycles in Georgia. Nothing further to report.
Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor. Very briefly, there's a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. Stay away from 141 Piedmont Avenue, Northeast Atlanta, and the Georgia State University campus at this time. We'd ask that he stay away from the entire campus. And this will be a diversion offer much later on. But that's all we ask.
Okay, Mr. Ty?
No objection, Your Honor. I will say that he was 15 years old when the criminal trespass, I guess the permanent ban from Georgia State properties was issued, and he did not know that he had a ban from Georgia State. He does work and is a high school graduate. He's lived in Georgia all his life. And no objection to the pretrial services bond. Nothing further.
Okay. Signature bond through pretrial level 1. Stay away from Georgia State campus. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you, Mr. Barnett.
Judge, what was that bond amount you went out
1,000.
through pretrial level 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. We have next.
Position 6.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bonney. You have been charged in case 25 CR 005770F with battery family violence. Is there a history?
The last arrest was May 12th, 2025 out of Douglas County for a probation violation. There's 43 total arrest cycles in Georgia. There was a felony conviction in 2014 for burglary. 2009 simple battery family violence misdemeanor conviction, 2011 and 2012 criminal trespass misdemeanor convictions. Nothing further to report.
Thank you. Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor. As it relates to Mr. Bonney, this incident stemmed from a September 13, 2025 date, where officers had to respond 4:30 in the morning to 2948 Linkwood Avenue Northwest in Atlanta, Georgia. When they arrived, they did speak with the victim, Ms. Tiara Westbrook, who pretty much described to them as her hair being pulled and her being slammed to the ground. And basically, she sustained injuries as a result of that particular incident where she pretty much told Mr. Bonney that she wanted to break up. Uh, Given the history that you've heard, the fact that he is currently on probation, he has had 43 cycles. Majority of those cycles were violent in nature. He's had several FTAs and probation violation. We are recommending a good bond in this case in the amount of $8,000. And that we're asking that he has no further contact with Tiara Westbrook. That's spelled Tiara Westbrook traditionally, and to stay away from 2948 Linkwood Avenue, Northwest Atlanta, Georgia, and that he be enrolled in anger management courses, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Westbrook, I see you on the line. If you would like to address the court, now is your opportunity. You certainly do not have to, but if you would like to, I'll need for you to activate your camera and unmute yourself.
Hello?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. Can you raise your right hand for me, please?
Oh.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, ma'am. What would you like to tell the court?
Things things escalated that night in which the cops were called, and was I was a little dramatic because I was angry with him at the time, but I did fall to the floor or whatever because he pushed me after I slapped him or whatever, but it was very exaggerated and I did not wish to press charges against him. It's my people heard the commotion in the other room and called the cops. But yeah, that's all.
Has this happened before?
No, it has not, sir.
Do you both live at the Linkwood Avenue address?
We did, yes.
You live someplace else now?
No, I don't. I still reside here, sir.
Okay, and does he live someplace else?
No, but he was working towards relocating.
Okay, thank you for being here this afternoon.
Your Honor, I do have a question or two.
Okay, go ahead.
Since she's already sworn in, Ms. Westbrook, are you saying that you were the initial aggressor and we should be charging you with simple battery because you slapped him first?
I did slap him first, sir. I'm not saying I should be charged, but I did put my hands on him first and he pushed me off of him or whatever. So.
And you're aware that law enforcement officers, that their body cameras were activated. So the statement you gave them that you were not pushed, but you were slammed and your hair was pulled. Is that something that you told them that day?
I don't recall saying I was slammed. I said I was knocked to the floor. That's when he pushed me, sir.
Alrighty. That's all the questions I have, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Ty.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Bonney is 39 years old. He has lived in Georgia since 2004. I understand he has, some arrest cycles. I don't believe he has a new charge since 2011. The more recent arrest was a probation violation, which was resolved in Douglas County. So I think any history is more than 10 years old. He is recommended for a pretrial bond at level 3. He did graduate high school. He also cares for his siblings who are 16 and 17 years old. Their mother passed away in 2019. He does work doing pressure washing and detailing, self-employed. He also receives some Social Security benefits. Your Honor, I believe that the complaining witness and her mother, who's the one who called the police, have submitted affidavits to the solicitor's office about what happened. And I think an $8,000 good bond is excessive. I know he has history, but like I said, I think it's more than 10 years old. So I would ask for a signature bond through pretrial services at level 3, as that is the recommendation. And due to the statements of the complaining witness, I would ask for no violent contact and no stay away, Your Honor. Nothing further.
Your Honor, I would like to, point of correction, as it relates to the GCIC I'm reading, there was a 2021 arrest, June of 2021, in Clayton County for Raheem Lamar Bomney for aggravated assault, 2 counts, actually 3 counts, 4 counts, cruelty to children in the first degree, and there are 3 counts of the cruelty to children in the first degree, and that was in 2021. And then in June, I'm sorry, in September of 2023, he had the probation violation as well as the most recent one you actually heard. So he of the 43 cycles, it's not been that his last arrest was in 2011. He's had several arrests, and he had an arrest in 2017 for 2019 for a simple battery, as well as theft by shoplifting in 2016. And I do believe he is currently on probation, Your Honor. It is not in this county, though. I think his excessive history, he is not a good candidate for a signature bond. I do believe that surety bond is proper in this particular case. Sometimes we have to make arguments with victims when they don't want us to make those arguments for them, Your Honor. So we stand by our recommendation that there be no further contact.
Okay, if nothing further, it will be a, Mr. Bonnie, go ahead and place your hand down for me. Ms. Atai will contact you. I don't want you to get yourself into any further trouble. You do have a right to remain silent, but we're not litigating this today. We're just issuing a bond. But if you need to speak with Ms. Atai later, she can speak with you later this afternoon if you choose. It will be a $2,000 good bond. I don't think it's good for either of these people to be around each other right now, so no further contact with Miss Westbrook. He's to stay away from the Linkwood Avenue address. He can go back to that address on one occasion with law enforcement to retrieve any belongings if necessary. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you both. Who do we have next?
Position 7.
Y'all are moving a little slow for me today. Good afternoon, Mr. Brown. You have been charged in case 25 CR 005772E with criminal trespass and damage to property. Is there a history, Ms. Hardy?
Their last arrest was January 22nd, 2024, out of Cobb County for battery. That's their only arrest cycle. Nothing further to report.
That's an open case?
It appears that it's open.
Okay, thank you. Who's presenting on this one for the state?
And this is Brown, is that correct?
Yes. Position 7.
And I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Tyrell.
Tyrell. That would be me, Your Honor. I thought I had a Tyrell Brown. I don't think that Miss Evans Battle do you have a Tyrell Brown?
No, I don't.
Your Honor, if you go to this, I'll circle back, Your Honor.
Okay, let's go to ACDC and just have Mr. Brown stay there if you all don't mind. If you choose to have him stay there. ACDC. Hello.
Sorry for the distraction, Your Honor. But what's wrong with it? I'm waiting for the add-on calendar because I have Miss Simmons and Miss Rockham.
Okay, so you all don't have anybody else that's on the regular calendar and there's gonna be an add-on?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm waiting for that calendar.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that we had an add-on calendar today, so. Okay. Um,
Yes, Judge, there is an add-on calendars. Right now, there's, 5 individual: Clark, Lanes, Lopez, Rockmore, and Simmons. So I don't know if they send it out yet.
no, well, I haven't received it as of yet, so.
Okay, but those 5 are on there that she's referring to. And they do have the case numbers, but I don't know if y'all just want to go forward and I'll say the case numbers to y'all or. So,
No, we still have enough on the regular calendar that we can handle, but we can't handle Mr. Brown here as of yet, so.
Like us to move on to somebody else, Judge?
Do we have a case for Miss Evans' battle? Do we
Uh,
know? So that Mr. Rhodes can deal with Mr. Brown's case?
Ms. Evans battle, do you have do you have position 18?
Judge, I'm ready on Mr. Brown now. My apologies. I lost some notes there. I apologize to the.
Okay, no worries. So let's go back to Mr. Brown. All right, so yes, Mr. Rhodes.
Thanks again, Your Honor. This stems from a September 4th, 2025 incident where officers did respond to 1212 James Jackson Parkway. They received a 911 call from a Miss Victoria Shivers, who I believe is on today. I did see Miss Shivers earlier. And Miss Shivers stated to law enforcement officers that she had been getting phone calls and text messages all day from Mr. Brown about coming over to visit her and rekindle their relationship and to see the child that they have together. Miss Shivers told him not to come over. He came over anyway. He was seen peeking in a back window, and she had someone else there. At some point, he kicked in the door frame, damaging the door as well as the electronic lock on the door. Miss Shivers was terrified, so she took the baby, the 1-year-old child, and actually ran out of the house and proceeded to her vehicle. While in her vehicle, she was chased down by Mr. Brown, who had a pistol or a firearm in his hand and shot one shot into the air, and uh, that scared her even more. So she had to speed off with the 1-year child in the seat with her. At this juncture, the state will likely add, and we haven't today, but we will likely add an additional count of reckless conduct for firing the firearm in this particular case. Uh, and we will ponder whether cruelty to children in the 3rd degree is appropriate as well. Ms. Brown has filed a TPO, I believe, my notes indicate. She can confirm that. But our offer, Your Honor, is based on the nature of this particular case and the inclination of him to be a threat to the victim in this case, Miss Victoria Shivers. We're asking for a good bond in the amount of $3,000. And again, that's based on the nature of the crime and the fact we believe him to be a threat given the action that he took on this particular day. We're asking that if he does make bond, whatever Your Honor is inclined to set it at, that he has no further contact with Miss Victoria Shivers, as well as stay away from the 1212 James Jackson Parkway, Northwest Atlanta, Georgia. They did not live together, Your Honor, and that he enroll in anger management courses. Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Shivers, if you would like to address the court, now is your opportunity. I need for you to activate your camera and unmute yourself for me.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Hold on 1 second for me. Could you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can place your hand down. What would you like to tell the court, ma'am?
So right now, I'm still awaiting the receipt or invoice from the contractors for fixing my door. They just fixed my door on Saturday. So I'm still awaiting that receipt. So I'm asking that you keep the case open while I submit that.
Okay, so the state's victim witness advocate will be in contact with you, and anything that you'd like for the court to consider down the road, you make sure you get it to them so that they can get it to us. As far as contact goes, it's my understanding that you don't want any contact and that you don't want him at your residence. Is that correct?
No, I do have TPO, and the TPO case is on September 25th at 2 o'clock.
Well, in this case, I'm going to order, you can proceed with that TPO, but I'm going to order that he have no contact with you and to stay away from your residence, okay?
Okay,
All right, thank you for being here this afternoon, ma'am.
thank you.
Ms. Atai?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Brown is 31 years old. He has lived in Georgia for 10 years. He graduated from high school and has worked as an electrician for the last 5 years with the same company. From what I saw in the pretrial report, he has one other arrest. He is recommended for a signature bond. It says UJR, not even pretrial services. So he's recommended for a signature bond through the jail, which he would be able to get on this charge, criminal trespass and damage to property. So I would ask for a signature bond, even if it's not through the jail, through pretrial services at level 1 with no further contact and stay away. This did happen on September 4th, and they have not been in contact with each other. And he has a separate address and would not need to have contact with her and could see the child through a third party. Again, just requesting the signature bond through pretrial services based on the history and the pretrial report.
Okay, it will be a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. No further contact with Ms. Shivers. Stay away from the James Jackson Parkway address. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you both.
Position 9.
Good afternoon, Mr. Cohen. You have been charged in case 25 CR 0057775G with theft by shoplifting. Is there a history?
The last arrest was February 19th, 2025, out of Clayton County for possession of Schedule 1 or 2 controlled substance with intent. There are 13 total arrest cycles out of Georgia. There's 2 felony convictions outside the last 10-year period, and there are 6 misdemeanors outside the last 10-year period. Nothing further to report.
Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor, very briefly, because of the open case in Clayton County, the open felony case, we are recommending a good bond in the amount of $1,000. We're asking that he stay away from the Family Dollar at 1723 Lakewood Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia, and that he enroll in an anti-theft course, and that he has no alcohol, weapons, or drugs while out on bond. Thank you, Your Honor.
It's the time.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Cohen is 35 years old. He has lived in Georgia all his life. He earned his GED and he works in landscaping part-time. He has been married for the last 16 years and has an 8-year-old child. According to the affidavit for arrest, it was a total of $30-something of basically household goods, toilet paper, laundry detergent, body wash. Your Honor, just due to the nature of the allegations here, and the fact that there is that one recent arrest for possession, but that's an open case. He denies those the allegations in that case and is presumed innocent. I would ask for a signature bond through pretrial services due to, again, the nature of the allegations in this case. It was household goods, Your Honor, and I have no objection to a pretrial bond at level 2, which is the recommendation, and the anti-theft course.
Okay, it will be $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2, anti-theft class. Stay away from the Family Dollar on Lakewood Avenue. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you, Mr. Cohen.
Sir, thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor,
Yes.
add-on position number 4, Ms. Rockamore.
Okay, Ms. Rockmore, you've been charged in case 25 CR 005797B with 2 counts of battery. Is there a history? Ms. Harder?
No history, Your Honor. This is first arrest.
Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. This incident occurred and after Officer Nguyen was investigating a matter that took place at 1820 Peachtree Road in Northwest. That is a bar called the Botica. There's a bar called the Botica in which the victim, Ms. Kira Bowens, was there. That is a place in which she frequented. Miss Rockamore is an ex paramour of hers, and she went into the bar and she started hitting and punching on Miss Bowen. After when she stopped, then she was arguing with her, and then she hit her and dragged her off of the bar stool. She caused scratches to her necks and arms as a result of this. In this particular case, we are asking for a $6,000 surety bond in each case. This situation is, although that may be reflective of a first arrest, the following day after this incident, she went to the residence of Ms. Bowens, and she saw her walking, and she was driving by, and she fired a weapon at her, and she's currently being held on the felony charge for aggravated assault for that offense. We ask that she have no further contact with Ms. Bowens, and that she stay away from the victim's home, and that she stay away from the business of the Botica.
Mr. McLean?
Discuss the fact that she had a felony charge. She was presumed innocent on that. I believe she's going to be defending that case. So we would ask the court to look at this misdemeanor case and let the felony court handle the felony and have this as an appropriate misdemeanor bond for something that is alleged to have occurred prior to the other case. The PSA, the Public Safety Assessment, was recommending a UJR based on the no record. And we would ask the court to consider doing the same.
For each charge will be $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Makes for a total of a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 8 days of anger management. No further contact with Ms. Bowens. Stay away from her residential address. In addition, stay away from the Botica on Peachtree Road. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Position 18.
Good afternoon, Mr. Myers. You've been charged in case 25 CR 005776B with criminal trespass, family violence. Is there a history, Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was October 19th, 2024, out of Milton, for aggravated assault and obstruction. That is their only arrest cycle. That was downgraded to disorderly conduct, and it appears that they're on probation under 25 SC 00305B. Nothing further to report.
Thank you. Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. In this particular case, Officer Norton went to the home at 1729 Cotton Patch Lane in Alpharetta. Miss Tamika Thomas is the mother of Mr. Myers, and she indicated that he was throwing things around the house and became upset because he could not locate a vape pen and she would not help him look for it. There was some damage. He was tearing down posters and punching. There were holes in the walls. I apologize. There were holes in the walls and a window pane that was broken. She contended that the damage is less than $500. At the time he was 1013th, we are asking for a $2,000 signature bond that he complete any MHET through pretrial services, if that's available. No further violent contact with Ms. Thomas. I believe Ms. Thomas was earlier. She was on here. Yes, I see her. And if the court could give her an opportunity to speak, she's present.
Ms. Thomas, if you would like to address the court, I'll need you to raise your right hand for me.
Yes, sir.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, Ms. Thomas. What would you like to tell us about your son?
At the time of this incident, my son was in a mental health crisis for about a week, where I reached out to crisis services twice and they didn't come. He currently has a therapist that was also on the line when the officers were there that he's been seeing for quite some time. After his release from Flint River Health, they have some step down services that they have recommended, and his provider that he was already in contact with is also recommending some services to assist with what was happening. It was a new thing. This what was happening in the last 2 weeks. I wanted to be sure that he could come home because I am his caretaker, and would need to get him to some of these appointments and things. And I just wanted you all to take that into consideration.
And are you going to be able, you are his caretaker, so if I released him, you would be able to come and pick him up and sign him
Yes.
out?
Yes.
Okay. And this is
Yeah.
the correct spelling of your name that's on the screen here?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Thomas. I appreciate you being here this afternoon.
Thank you. I appreciate you letting me speak.
You're welcome. Mr. McLean, I'm going to give him that $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1 with a parental co-signer of Ms. Thomas, to have no further violent contact with her and no drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Does that suit you?
Yes, Your Honor. Being that he was 18, we did not in advance send her a co-sign link. So I'll ask somebody to do that if we could get her, perhaps through the chat, her email.
Ms. Thomas, are you still with me?
I am, and I'll
Can-
send it now.
Okay, just give us that information so that we can get you what we need to get you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right, good luck to you both.
We appreciate you.
You're welcome. Who do we have next?
Add-on number 5, Ms. Simmons. Hello, how you doing?
Okay, good afternoon. Ms. Simmons, you've been charged in case 25 CR 005795G with simple battery. Is there a history, Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was February 5th, 2025, out of Miami, Florida, for a vice charge. They have 5 arrest cycles. I'm sorry, they have 4 arrest cycles, arrests out of Florida and Texas. There appears to be a hold out of Texas for intimidation case. Date of the warrant is March 3rd, 2025. There is a 2017 misdemeanor conviction out of Texas for a vice charge. 2019 criminal trespass. Also in 2019 terroristic threats. Nothing further to report.
Thank you. Ms. Evans Battle?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that this incident occurred at 232 Forsyth in Atlanta, which I believe is Greyhound. bus station, Officer Lindley indicated that they just looked over and all of a sudden, Miss Simmons took a fighting stance and started to punch Jordan Oliver and punched him several times. At this particular time, we're asking for a $2,000 surety bond, as the court has heard that she doesn't seem to have any connection with the state of Georgia. It appears that maybe she's transitioned and moves around a lot. We ask for no further contact with Jordan Oliver, and that she not go to 232 Forsyth, which is the Greyhound bus station. That's our recommendation.
Thank you.
Texas, and I'm trying to reach brother in Texas. Nonetheless, she has some community ties here in Georgia. She stays at a particular hotel, which I got the phone number from looking it up to the main number to leave a message with the managers below her. And she's been staying there for a while. It's in DeKalb County. It's on the perimeter. Your Honor, because she does have those connections, she and I had a conversation about, she honestly believes that she can get mail there. She knows the managers well enough where she feels like they will allow her to receive her mail at that particular place. And that's going to be 4460 Glenwood Road, Decatur. It's 30032. But I've left them, I've not yet left a message with her mom in Texas. She's unemployed at the moment. She has done work normal to a 29-year-old. She is 29. She graduated high school in 2014, and this dispute at the Greyhound station had to do with, she was told by one person to stand here, and the security officer contradicted the person that told her to stand there and wanted her to be outside, and it was kind of a verbal misunderstanding and some tension. We would ask the court to consider a signature bond, despite the fact that the community ties are fresh.
Okay, it's going to be $1,000 good bond. I wanted to have a social worker visit to assess for BHET or housing issues. No further contact with Jordan Oliver. She's to stay away from the Greyhound bus station unless she has a ticket and is taking a bus somewhere. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ron. Will you be excused?
Yes, have a good rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Position 25.
Good. Scott.
Do we need to hold on to Mr. Williams to do it at the end of the calendar?
Yes, that would be good.
Okay, so. So this is Mr. Williams that's seated there, correct?
This is Mr. Scott. Marcus.
Oh, Mr. Scott. Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Scott. You have been charged in case 25 CR 005793E with simple battery family violence. Is there a history, Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was December the 8th, 2018 out of Fayette County for driving without a license. They have 7 total arrest cycles, arrests out of Georgia and Illinois. There's a misdemeanor conviction for driving without a license. Nothing further.
Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, it's my understanding that the parties were at 2870 Big Wood Trail. There was a verbal dispute that occurred between Mr. Scott and Ms. Johnson, who is the victim in this case. And during that verbal altercation, he shoved her in front of her son. Her son intervened, had to be separated because he had witnessed his mother being shoved. They attempted to walk away, and Mr. Scott went behind them, continuing to argue. We're asking for a signature bond, $2,000 signature bond, level 1 supervision, and that he complete 3 anger management courses, that he not have any further contact with her at this time, and no alcohol, drugs, and weapons, not to get her first name.
Mr. McLean?
No objection, Your Honor. He's an electrician for over 10 years, high school graduate.
Okay, $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1, 2 days of anger management, no further contact with the alleged victim, stay away from her residential address, no
Excuse
drugs.
me. I'm present. I don't mind if he has contact with me.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Tell me your full name, man. Come on camera. Yes, tell me your full name.
My name is Danielle Johnson. Hold on. Let me get my camera work.
You're on mute there, ma'am.
I think he's gonna say that because what he's about to say.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Tell me your name.
Danielle Johnson.
Yes, Miss Johnson. And you were saying that you want contact with Mr. Scott?
Yeah, I don't mind if he has contact because we do have a child. Yeah, I see he's
This ever happened before?
we have had verbal altercations before. They have gotten physical before. But
They have or have not.
they have just just with shoving and things like that, nothing too violent. But I don't mind having verbal contact with him because we do have a child together. But other than that, yeah.
Okay. And do you all live at the same residence?
Yeah, we do live at the same residence, so he does have we have been living here for a while, so all of his belongings are here.
Okay, well, I'm concerned with what you're telling me, Ms. Johnson. So until you all can get yourselves together, because you do, I mean, it's one thing for you all are grown people. But if you have a child that's also involved, that child is learning from you. So I don't want you all to have any contact until you get some type of help so that this doesn't happen in the future.
That's
Although
fine.
I do appreciate you being here today.
Mhm.
If nothing further, it will be that $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1, 2 days of anger awareness. At this time, no further contact with Ms. Johnson and stay away from the residential location. He can go back to that location on one occasion with law enforcement to retrieve any belongings. Third-party transfer of the minor child for visitation. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you both.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next is add-on 2, Mr. Lane.
What's he trying?
Good afternoon, Mr. Lang. You have been charged in case 25 CR 005799G with simple battery. Is there a history, Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was June 28th, 2021, out of Jefferson County, Alabama, for receiving stolen property. They have 3 arrest cycles out of Alabama, nothing further.
Seventh battle?
Yes, Your Honor. It's my understanding This also occurred at 232. This is Mr. Lang. 232 Forsyth, which is the Greyhound station. It appears that he and Miss Bishop were in an argument, and Officer Pam Peel saw that she was pushed as a result of this incident. I'm sorry. That she was pushed as a result of this incident. And it's initially occurred at the corner of Garnett and Forsyth. And Miss Bishop, I guess she felt unsafe as a result of it and flagged the officer down to tell what had happened. The victim's name is Kamani, Khamioni Bishop is her name. And we are asking for a $2,000 surety bond in this particular case. We're asking that he have no further contact with her at this particular time. It's my understanding that they have a child that they share together. That child is currently, my understanding at the time was it lives in Alabama, but just to make sure, we would ask for a third-party transfer if he is seeing that particular child. And we would also ask that he have no or stay away from the Greyhound bus station, of course, as the court has already said, unless he has a ticket to travel. That would be our recommendation at this time.
Ms. Malone wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity. Mr. McLean.
Mr. Lang was on a trip and he's a barber. He's been a barber for 2 years and was a barber student, part-time, working towards his goal before that, when he lived with his mother back then. You know, we would, he's a high school graduate, and as I said, he's 31. We'd ask the court to consider the lowest possible bond. If that includes a signature bond, we would ask the court to consider that. Thank you.
Okay, it will be a $2,000, signature bond for pretrial level 1. No further contact with Ms. Bishop. Stay away from her residential address. Also, stay away from the Greyhound bus on Forsyth Street unless he is a ticketed passenger. Third-party transfer of any minor children for visitation. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next, add-on 3, Mr. Lopez. Your Honor, I also have 2 individuals that are not on the add-on calendar. So if I can find out what's going on with them.
You want to do that? You want to do that now? What are their names?
Fagan Michael. That's Feagin Michael. And the other is Grant. LaCoya Grant.
Does anyone know what's going on with those 2 individuals? Ms. Lewis, Ms. Strong?
I have no clue unless there's some announcement from the state, because I don't see them in the queue or nothing to be accused.
Why were they brought down today?
They're on the pull sheet.
Oh, they are on the pull sheet. Okay.
I apologize. Mr. Jordan sent an email and said that he was still waiting for Ms. Grant to be filed down. Or at the time he said he didn't even see a number from the solicitor's office, but he wanted the add-on calendar to go ahead and be sent out so that we could address those cases. So we're still waiting for the solicitor's office to do what they need to do so the clerk's office can take care of our part.
And are those two individuals, Michael Fegan? But I thought I filed down. Are you saying Michael Fegan is or is not filed down?
He didn't address Mr. Fegan, but the email he sent to Miss Evans Battle was in reference to LaQuoya Grant.
Okay, so Mr. Fegan is good to go then. Miss Evans Grant, do I need to file that down while you're arguing, ma'am? That's totally fine.
I need a booking number.
Okay, thank you. And this is add-on 3, is that right, courtroom 2? All right, thank you. Mr. Lopez, good afternoon. You've been charged in case 25 CR 005798B with criminal trespass and damage to property. Is there a history, Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was October 18th, 2024, out of Cobb County for a probation violation. They have 2 total arrest cycles out of Georgia. There was a felony conviction in 2023 for aggravated assault where they received first offender. It appears that it was revoked in 2024. Nothing further to report.
Thank you. Ms. Evans Battle?
It's my understanding, he and Miss Gomez are in a relationship. They were in an argument and he took her phone from her and he smashed it on the ground. This happened at Caliber Springs Way and Sandy Springs. He had made an admission to Officer Dominic Smith that he did in fact take her phone and break it because he was upset. Our recommendation is for a $1,000 surety bond in this particular case, that he not have any contact with Ms. Gomez at this time. And that would be our that the Caliber Springs Way address. I'm uncertain by the warrant whether or not that is his address, but if it is not his address, we would, and not their address together, we would ask that he stay away from that location. And I'll look to see if I can get a better identifier.
And is the alleged victim Miss Nella Gomez?
Myers. I do need.
Yes, sir, and I do see her name on the screen.
Okay, Ms. Gomez, if you would like to address the court, now is your opportunity. I would need for you to activate your camera and unmute yourself for me, please, if you choose to. Okay, it doesn't appear so. Mr. McLean?
Your Honor, Aldo Lopez is only 24. He grew up in Marietta. He went to high school there. He's worked in restaurants. 409 Calibre Springway is indeed his address too. I've got his mom's number. He's got plenty of community contacts. We had a candid discussion about it. He's a very realistic young man. He understands about his prior legal problems. And we would ask in this particular instance to grant a signature bond if that's possible.
Gomez, I see you there. If you would like to address the court, I'll need for you to unmute yourself for me. You have to unmute yourself for me first, Ms. Gomez.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. And thank you. If you could raise your right hand for me. Okay, and is that your right hand?
Oh, no, sorry.
Okay. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. You can place your hand down. What would you like to tell the court?
Well, I just want no contact with him. He had been aggressive with me. It's not the first time he broke my cell phone. So he just came out for no reason. I was asleep and he would just want me to get up and cook. That's why he got the anger. He had been he's bipolar, and he didn't want to find help for that. And I just want to stay away from me, stay away from my car, and that's it. I'm paying my cell phone because I mean, I'm moving out of the state. I don't have a job right now. That's all I want.
Okay, thank you for being here this afternoon, Ms. Gomez. Anything further, Mr. McLean?
Nothing, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, it will be a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. No further contact with Ms. Gomez. Stay away from her residential address. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you both.
Thank you.
Who do we have next?
Your Honor, that's all we have until we go to the PI case with Mr. Williams, but
Okay, what are we gonna do with add-on one, Willie Clark?
he's gonna be a medical reset.
Okay, so Mr. Willie Clark will be medically reset until September 24th, Wednesday. What about position 11, Amani Davis?
Your Honor, that's I'm gonna do a waiver of presence. I do have some information to mail.
Okay, so have you already done the waiver, or?
I don't have a written waiver to send in, but I'll ask a colleague to send one in, or send one in when I get to the office tomorrow. But I can speak to her situation.
Okay, so you've already, I guess my question was, you've already gotten her permission to waive her presence today?
Yes, yes, sir.
All right, so we'll deal with that one. What about position 17, Mitchell?
Mitchell is another medical reset. He's currently at grading.
Okay, so we'll reset him also till 9/24 Wednesday. Position 28, Kadarius Woods. What are we doing with Mr. Woods?
The Woods is I believe we saw him on Friday. That's the one we needed a conflict 2 on. And Ms. McLeod hasn't came back yet, so all we had was Murphy.
Did I give him a bond on Friday?
No, you didn't, Judge. You remember he said that he didn't want to go forward unless he had counseling, and apparently we were having trouble to get another additional counselor because this is part of the situation with the jail, with the incident, people fighting at the jail, and apparently we don't have nobody, just being honest.
Okay, and this was and is Mr. Woods there in the court with us?
No, Your Honor, he's located at South Annex.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to put him on for Wednesday. Let me go ahead and do this waiver, position 11, then hopefully we'll get the next add-on calendar so we can clear the courtroom and do the last one. And is that, Mr. McLean, is that PI case something that needs the courtroom to be cleared, or is it something that's more standard?
It's standard as can be.
Okay, all right, so let's do this waiver here. Position number 11, Amani Davis, charged in case 25 CR 005780C with disorderly conduct and simple battery against a police officer. Is there a history, Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was October 9th, 2024 out of Fulton for an FTA. There's 13 total arrest cycles, arrests out of Georgia and South Carolina. There's an open aggravated assault, 24 SC 006351. There is a 2020 misdemeanor conviction out of South Carolina for disorderly conduct. 2025 out of Georgia for affray and obstruction. 2016 there is a CWAC where they got first offender and it was sealed in 2017. Nothing further to report.
Thank you. Ms. Evans Battle?
I believe that's believe that's my case. Is that Imani Davis?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Sorry, Ms. Evans. Yeah, Your Honor, this one stems from a incident that happened on September 21st at this lounge. It's called Crew Lounge at 367, and that's spelled CRU, Crew, 367 Edgewood Avenue, Southeast Atlanta, Georgia, on a disturbance call where essentially Miss Imani Davis was inside of that business, harassing patrons and workers and threatening fights. Officer Price, that actually responded to the Crew Lounge, noticed Miss Davis earlier that day on the street, kind of harassing passerbyers as well and threatening to fight. When Miss Price went into the lounge, she did ask her to leave. Miss Davis became combative and aggressive to the point to where it got very physical. And the physical part is they both went tumbling downstairs. According to the warrant, Ms. Davis repeatedly kicked and struck the law enforcement officer, Ms. Price. That happened all the way until she was handcuffed on her way to the jail. And even when at the jail, handcuffs came out, she went to attack the officer again. In this case, given the criminal history that you heard, we are asking for a $3,000 good bond, 1,000 on count 1 and 2,000 on count 2. So 1,000 on the disorderly conduct and 2,000 on what was the simple battery has been converted to simple battery against a law enforcement officer, against a police officer. So for a total of 3,000. Your Honor, I would say that the open case that she has, 24 SC 006351, is currently in felony behavioral health treatment court. So that asks for a social work visit as well, so that hopefully we can assess whether or not she qualifies for mental health court and misdemeanor. And that's all I got, Judge. This, no further violent contact with Officer Price with APD, and stay away from the Crew Lounge at 367 Edgewood Avenue. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rhodes. Mr. McLean?
Good to see you, Mr. Rhodes. Hadn't spoken in a while.
Good to see you.
Ms. Davis is 28 years old. She has a stable Virginia Avenue in Hapeville, Georgia address. She has had some problems with this sort of thing. She tells me that she is associated with Hope Atlanta. We can get her back in touch with her social worker there. We can help her with our social worker. So we're not opposed to a social worker assistance to her. Her bond, I think, coming in, she had the FTA line, but she had a DC at 1,000, and it came in as a simple assault before it was changed as 1,000 on the simple assault. So we would ask the court to consider not going above what it came in as far as the dollar amount goes.
Okay, for each charge will be a $500 good bond, makes for a total of a $1,000 good bond. Social worker visit to assess for BHET and housing. No further contact as possible with Officer Price. Stay away from the Crew Lounge on Edgewood Avenue. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. So if we can just go off of the YouTube feed and take